out well. So we can take that apart and put a new nozzle on it, and it should work pretty good.
Yeah, with the new. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a rebuildable feature. All that looks like a high school kid's printer head too. Anyway, so let me look at the next one here and see what it says. Someone says, Yeoman asked me, how do you feel other printers compared to the HYREL? You know, that's a good question. I still feel like we have the best components in a printer. I feel like we are a little bit slow at, and that's being kind, we're a little bit slow at getting our production going. And I think that the software bugs have been too long suffering. That's on me. But I feel like that will change, and it's about to change eminently. Mm-hmm. So once that's behind us, then I feel like we will have still one of the finest printers that's available. For specific applications, I still think that, like if someone was doing a first printer and they wanted just to print some ABS or something like that, then the Robox, which runs around $1,400-1,500. I think you could actually get one online for $1,200 plus shipping. It's coming from England, so figure $1,500. Would be an interesting one, or the Da Vinci one, when it's actually got the bugs run out of it, would be an interesting one. I mean, Finia works. I've heard pretty good results about it, and so when I compare all of them to us, I believe that we will still be the longest MTBF, and that's one of our goals. And I think when it comes to versatility, I don't think you could buy a printer that would allow you to do what we can do. I just, if I thought otherwise, I'd tell you guys that. That's really been our whole goal, the focus on reliability of the mechanism. And the XYZ and that stuff has all been solid, rock solid. Firmware bugs aside. The print head is still an evolutionary thing. The good thing is that we won't rest, and it's modular. So as we get better and better and better, then it means that just changing the print head improves your printer that much, that the basic part of the print is solid. You should have seen the guys from Stratasys when they looked at the 25 micron print. Now, we had some visitors in the booth, and some of them were inappropriately trying to get us to do their market research, and I let them know I wasn't going to do that for them, that if they wanted to figure out whether or not they could sell Emotion type printers, they should go and do their own market research. But the engineers from Stratasys who came from Minnesota were very friendly and very compatriot. They were like peers, and they were, I felt we should openly talk to each other because we're all in the same community. Anyway, I let them have a look under the microscope at the 25 micron print, and I think that they were like, what was the words one said to the other? I told those guys we should be allowed to do this. And so, meaning that the engineers see clearly where to go, but sometimes the size of a company gets in their way. That's never happened before. In our case, probably the smallness of us gets in the way more than the bigness of us. But, there you go. So the question is, how do we compare? I think for a lot of applications, we are the best choice. I think that if you're going to try and do any kind of multiple materials that eventually will be a clay or an emulsion, or if you want to do an ABS or a tricky build or something like that where you're doing a circuit board impregnated something, I think by far we're the leader on that. Yep. If you were going to do just basic printing, then price point stuff, maybe it comes into play there. I think if you don't ever want to have to repair your printer, I'm not saying ours will never have to be repaired, but I think that you will have to repair ours far less than any of the other ones I saw. I think that's just, that's not us, it's the components we picked. And so I'm going to stick with that. I really like our components, and I think that everybody who saw the printer really liked the ruggedness of it. You guys might like this. So I rode, the guys from Caltech actually, I am having difficulty. I think we're okay. The guys from Caltech actually gave me a ride from Las Vegas. And if we're blinking, don't worry about it. Of course it would.